Found the record.
Well, hello there, Slomdy back again, and today I kind of want to talk about something completely random, really. The new announcers in SMNC. I like them. I'm pretty much just gonna give my opinions on them and whatnot. So if you don't care, then just put on some music and turn down the volume on this video or whatever. But yeah, overall I like them. I mean, you they they're nearly on the same level as Mickey Cantor. There are a few gripes that I've got with them that are kind of minor, I guess. Um, I mean, they can kind of be overlooked in most situations, but there are there's one thing in particular that really like irritates me, um, and but the reason why Mickey Cantor is no longer in the game is because, well, this is from what I understand, is that the union that Mickey Cantor's original voice actor was from has really strict rules as to where the voice acting can be used in game, and I think I can't remember the exact rule, but there was one incredibly ridiculous one. Something along the lines of you can't be in a you can't have your voice acting in the same thing as the voice acting from a specific certain other voice actors union or something stupid like that. And from what I've heard, Uber have tried to negotiate with the voice actors union, but basically Disney and Pixar and people like that, I think, have gone up against them in the past and have actually lost out in court, which is kind of unreasonable if you ask me. I mean, Disney. I know that Uber aren't asking for much and aren't being and don't have the financial backing to like really hold up a massive law case. But I mean, really, it just seems like it is, well, that's what unions do. They pretty much fuck over 90% of stuff. But hey, yeah, that's what I understand. But the new actors are pretty damn good in my opinion. I mean, GG Stack, the one of the new announcers, is actually Greg Stackhouse, who works at Uber. He's quite funny, and then the other guy is a partner of his at an improv comedy club. So yeah, basically they already can play off each other quite well, and I personally think that there are points where the new announcers are really funny, much funnier than Mickey Cantor was. But the main gripe I have with them is that, well, I guess this could kind of be very easily solved in that just have a button in the options, but the fact how they will I like this as well, but the fact that I'm somebody who knows what I'm doing, and then they have these like info lines that they say, for example, after somebody's got an annihilator, let's say the hotshot's got an annihilator, what exactly does that mean, Bob? Well, they should be able to push quite hard unless the Iceman spawn some good bots or something like that. Like, it's a good line and very informative, but I just want the option to turn off because I already know all the stuff that they're talking about. For example, the whole jungle tidbit line as to what the jungle is and things. And also, the whole teamwork ones, they really annoy me. However, on the other hand, things like the turret down lines, oh my god, they're funny. For example, turret 9x. 98X1C is down. He was having such a good season. Yeah, Turret X5. What he said. Such a shame. That line is so funny in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong. In places, they are very very funny. But then there are just that little thing or really annoys me. Actually, another thing that quite annoys me about the new announcers is the interrupt system isn't quite perfect. So you will sometimes end up having a large pause between the end of the interrupt and the beginning of the next line, and it just sounds really unnatural. And that's probably just like a pretty simple, just open up Audacity or whatever audio editing software program they've got, and just pretty much just cutting out the silence, so that it sounds natural, sounds much more natural. Also, one thing that I would like, it's more to do with like the tone of the announcers in certain things. For example, the kill streak stuff, and kill streak in particular. Actually, I'm not sure about the multi-kill ones because I haven't really heard them that often. But the kill streak lines, they sound like they happen just all the time. Like, in my opinion, you should really be trying to make a player feel good for getting a streak. Mickey Cantor did a really good job of this. In that he, for example, well, no, the line that I was thinking of was the hot Annihilator one where he spills his coffee, but well, that is a good example of just Mickey Cantor just being that much more into the game. Like, you need to make the player feel, in my opinion, that streaks, multi-kills, they don't happen every day. Like, you really want some kind of like excitement in the announcers' voices when somebody gets up a big streak. For example, the super streak, you can kind of leave it as it is now, but after super streak you just need to get the announcers just more and more excited. It'd also be really cool if like in Super Smash Brothers, like if you start doing really well, the crowd starts cheering for your character. Because I mean, like on Super Smash Brothers, if none of you know, like if you start doing really well, the crowd can just start cheering for your character randomly. So say you're playing Pikachu, they'll just start going Pikachu, 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 and so on. And like end up with just like a massive roar at the end, just like ah! It's awesome. Or at least it is in my opinion, and it actually makes the game just that much more fun as kind of like a player, or at least in my opinion. I mean, feel free to tell me what you think. But like when the game gives you audio feedback that you're doing well, that in my opinion is, for example, just again, how to explain this? Okay, I actually really enjoyed the Scathis growly voices simply because it made you feel awesome when you did something. For example, First Blood was just really satisfying to hear. Same with Super Multi-Kill and the like. I can't do those voices for the life of me, but like, you get the idea. They make you feel really good, like you've achieved something quite major when you hear that after you've done something. I mean, if you could have that just broadcasted to everyone on both teams, it would just be really cool. Actually, one other thing that I would like the announces to do more of is just like a little bit more random banter. For example, in MNC, Mickey Cantor would just chatter away. For example, oh god, it stinks in here. It smells like a dead monkey. Tony, did you let him in the booth? I'll take him on. Yeah, or whatever it was. I mean, like if you can get just like more random banter going on between the two, that would just be absolutely brilliant and really bring out the personality of the game a lot more than you are getting currently. I mean, don't get me wrong, the announcers are really good in my opinion, especially if you're new to the game. Like I said, although it gets a bit irritating if you know what you're doing, you know how the game works, especially that Metabolizing one. Oh my god, that's so bad. So Rick, tell us about Metabolizing. Well, Stack, it's just a 200 to put a little bit of pep in your step. That's such a bad line. It's so corny. I mean, yeah, I mean, I get that you want people to understand the game, but I would enjoy an option to turn it off after, what, in-game level 15, 20? I mean, I really don't want to have to listen to stuff like that, because it's just so damn corny and I know it already. I mean, at level 20 you will have played possibly 50, maybe somewhere between 50 and 100 games, I think. And by that time, you should have heard all of the like, I call them like information shouts. Just information shouts that they have. To the point where you'd be beginning to get sick of them. I mean, if you feel like you need that extra bit of help, you can of course leave them on. But personally, they just irritate me so much. And yeah, I mean, since the PAX update, I mean, we're on 31E now. Since the PAX update, the game's been getting really good. I mean, or at least it has in my opinion. Leo is pretty cool and quite different from the other defenders. Especially in the way how he, rather than buffing his teammates, he's focused around buffing bots and aiding in the pushes there, which is quite interesting. And also the way that he heals is quite interesting as well. It's a very different mechanic. But I currently think that Leo is slightly underpowered in that he builds his heal too slow for the amount it heals. I mean, it is, for how long it takes to charge, it is a very weak heal. I mean, it's a good burst, but it's not enough for how long it takes to charge. And then on top of that, his weapons just don't feel like they do enough damage in general. I mean, the Mona Laser should be a bit more of a railgun thing. I think it needs longer range and a bit less damage. But his crossbow, if you ask me, that should be 1 bolt rather than 3, and it does triple the damage of the current 3 bolts. So it can just be that much more consistent at any range. I mean, anything past point blank, you're pretty much, well, good luck hitting all 3 of those bolts, let me put it that way. And when you're at point blank range, and you would be using it, for example, against commandos, who seem to eat his face, quite literally, it's really annoying. But yeah, I mean, I haven't actually got the chance to play that much since Easter, because my dad found me watching the IPL for Dignitas versus TSM Game 2 at Picks and Bans at 4 in the morning, and he's been in an absolute hissy fit since when it comes to the computer. So yeah, should be interesting. But yeah, anyway, that's all I've got to say. So yeah, I'm out.
Chip, I understand it's not just about the combat itself, but the planning for combat.
Well, sometimes the decisions made before the game are as critical as the decisions made during the game.
I see. And here comes Bullseye.
Here he comes.
Hot shots turret down.
Whatever. Time to unleash the tiger.
And Bullseye is off the field. Nice shooting, everybody. More on that in a moment.
Ultra Streak, now I'm all roar. Never let them see you win. Domination handling that with class. Cool.
30 seconds to the Annihilator. We've got 15 seconds till the Annihilator. Juro. Don't look now, Chip, but the Annihilator is online and ready for action.
Of course, the fans love it when there's an Annihilator attack as it drops jelly beans onto the people on the stands. Why don't we have that in the booth?
I have no idea. Maybe next contract push. Hot shots with the Annihilator.
Oh, that's huge. Extreme Streak. Hang on, GG. Uber Streak. Domination kill. Whatever. Domination kill.
Dominator kill. Let's see how our victim responds.
Not do it. If we can hold that thought for a moment.
Moneyball down for the Iceman.
Right. Oh. The rules have changed. At least 4 or 5 have anyhow. I'm not sure how many we had before. There wasn't much of a rule book. It was more like a template.
Everybody, it's Chicky Cantor.
Well, there he is. Ah, 75% for the Iceman's money, boy.
Uh-oh.
Domination kill.
Chip, did they allow robots on the field?
No, whoa, whoa.
Turret down, this one belonging to the Iceman.
That's gonna hurt.
Iceman Moneyball at 50%.
Whatever.
The skies are clear and the Iceman's Moneyball has liftoff.
And if your kid ever asks you for a chemistry set, make sure and ask him why.
And the Iceman's Moneyball is down, ladies and gentlemen.
Horizontal. hot shots win that one, they gotta feel good about it.
That's my line, Chip.
Am I proud of a tune like this? No. Am I happy? Yes.
And it's time for us to go, Combat fans. This is Gigi Stack, and on behalf of myself and my co-host Chip Balbano, I just want to say